Did strategic bombing actually work in World War II? Well, that depends on what you mean by work. If the goal was to win the war from the air alone, no, it didn't. But if the goal was to crush German industry, choke supply lines, and stretch their resources thin, it sort of worked, but not as much as intended. Strategic bombing didn't break German morale as repeatedly professed that it would by RAF Head of Bomber Command Arthur Harris. It also didn't stop industrial production overnight. In fact, Germany's war output kept rising into late 1944. But that's only part of the picture. Bombing forced the Germans to disperse factories, move workers, and move the air war to Germany instead of the front lines. The Allies didn't just target cities. By 1944, the focus shifted to synthetic oil, rail hubs, and aircraft production. These more targeted hits worked better than targeting cities. The Luftwaffe was gutted, and German tanks and planes sat idle for lack of fuel. It's debatable if focusing on attacks on the front lines would not have had the same effect as targeting cities. That too would have gutted the Luftwaffe and still left the option of targeting, for instance, oil supplies open. In any case, the cost in human lives was staggering. 600,000 civilians killed, entire cities flattened, and tens of thousands of Allied aircrew lost. Horrid numbers, but for sure, numbers that pale in comparison to the atrocities committed by Nazi Germany, and does not in any way create a moral equivalence.